development experience. We're talking design, UI, UX, coding, and a whole bunch more. And if you have no clue what that means, it's time for you to holler at
I need a
Asketeers.
chin
Check out
lift.
the website, Asketeers.com.
You don't need nothing.
Talking full
Yes, I do.
confidentiality,
That
look
is
great.
great. Terry, no
If you don't
matter
believe it,
how
just
much
call
weight I
them.
lose, I still had this little
833
chin,
idea.
baby.
That's 833 App Idea. As a matter of fact, you know what they do? They design, they build, and they launch. Tell me you heard it on Power 108.9. And don't forget
What's that,
to
your
ask for
rainbow?
the governor. What up, Nick? Hey, Michael McFadden of Mornings with Michael and Friends.
Oh, I
and
gotta
right
change
now
that.
you're listening
Yes, you
to
do, baby.
20 years
That's
of counting
old.
with Latasha and Michael. Or is it Michael and Latasha? Latasha, Michael, whatever. Right here on Power 108.9. Let's go.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to our podcast. I almost paused. You are tuned in
Yay,
to
yay.
20 Years and Counting. Conversations
yay.
about marriage and relationships with the McFaddens. I be that Latasha Dushan McFadden, and that be my what?
Your husband,
My husband,
your provider,
my provider.
Your
If
backbone. your backbone.
affectionately known as Daddy.
People say they love how you call me daddy.
That's my dad.
Tell them why you call me daddy, though. Yeah, this
Yeah.
50-year-old be
I call
getting
you
it.
Daddy because that's the role you play in our family, Daddy.
Not anymore, though. Our son is grown.
You still got 2 kitty cat babies.
Oh, yeah, I'm still their daddy, too. Hey, this
So
is
what's
cool. You found these
happening?
questions, though.
Yes, I did.
But we're excited. Just celebrate our son's 23rd birthday. That means that
We
our
did.
24-year anniversary is coming up here around the corner. When is our anniversary?
Our anniversary is the 17th, so it's next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
But we're actually
I got to keep that in
going
mind because my bill going to be due in 2 days after that.
Yes, and we're actually.
You going to help a brother out this month?
I don't know that. I look. I just helped you with your website. Hey, pops.
You just did what? Don't be put my business out there like
Whoa,
that.
it is what it is, though, Daddy.
Lord have mercy.
Stop faking like you balling and you don't need nothing from the McFadden Bank.
I'm over here. I'm
Hey, because I
First of all,
am the CFO. I am the chief financial
First
officer.
of all, I have an amazing web designer.
You do.
And she looked out for your folks. So
She
I don't
did. She's
need your money.
amazing. Okay. Well, give it back.
I don't need your money. It's too late. It's gone already.
Give it back.
You found some questions last night.
I
It was
did.
super cool.
I did. Wanted to talk about something happy because I am, I'm somewhat happy. If everybody don't know, I'm really kind of politically inclined, and so it's been a roller coaster ride. But I'm so happy that I have a new commander in chief, and also I'm ready for the old one to leave, and he is putting up a fight.
That's not what we talking about.
I know, but I'm just my disclaimer.
That's not what we talking about.
I'm like Stacey Abrams. You can count them, flip them up, rub them down. Your mama can count them.
That's not what we talking about
the
tonight.
votes, and they the same. Okay, I'm off my high horse with that.
Thank you.
But I found some amazing questions. So tonight's topic.
So we're
is
doing this. We're
good
doing this. Yeah, let me do
questions.
this. Let me just say it because of this. I think I want this bed playing in the background.
Okay.
Do you mind?
No.
Okay. Hold on. There you go. Let's just let that play in the
Okay.
background. So yesterday you found an article
Yeah.
and asked some questions. Do you remember where the article came from?
I googled the article and it came from conversation starters is what it was in a marriage.
In a marriage,
and
okay.
it said whether or not you've been married for 50 days or 50 years, that these were great questions to ask each other, and it starts good conversations. You may feel like you know everything about your spouse and your significant other, but there's always some things that can kind of intrigue you, entice you, kind of set a little bit more fire. Interesting questions. So it really looked good.
So
and
what
so
we're
I
gonna
said, Daddy,
do-
this is what we need to do today. Let's do some questions. Some good questions.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the questions. We're going to try to get
Right.
through as many as we can.
Right?
Are
And we're
both
gonna
of us
elaborate
answering
on
the
it.
questions or
Yeah,
no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we
Pretty
going
much.
in any order or can
Nope.
we just pick random
Nope.
questions?
You can pick random questions, Daddy.
All right, cool. How about this? Who
First
want to go
question.
first?
You, Poppy, you about to be 50.
You want me to ask the question
my baby,
first?
My baby's about to be 50. Yes.
Who in your family do you think you're most like?
Who in my family do I think I'm most like? I would have to say Betty Ann Hunter,
Your grandmama.
my grandmother.
Okay.
Grandmama was born on November the 30th. She's a Sagittarius just like I am. And I feel like I got a lot of my ways from her. You know, she would cut somebody off in a minute, baby. But
Yes,
she
you
was
will.
but she was very giving, and you can attest to that, Daddy. She was very giving, and I think I kind of got that from her. She had a really giving spirit.
Okay.
But she would cut you off in a heartbeat. She was always giving to us. She was always giving us money. I mean, she was just good.
Okay.
She was just good.
That's fair.
So
That's a
that's
good
who
question.
I'm most like. My
All right.
my grandmama Betty Ann Hunter.
Your
May she
turn.
rest in peace. Okay, Danny. What is your favorite memory from when we were dating?
Favorite memory when we were dating.
Yes.
You want me to be for
Hey,
real?
Matthew. Yes, I want you to be for real. I probably already know what you're gonna say.
We used to do it all the time. We used to have us some sex
Why
when
is
we were
that
dating.
always on your mind?
You asked me a
Daddy?
question.
I know
That's my
that's
question.
a question. But I thought you was gonna say our trip to Savannah.
And how did that trip turn out?
I was still trying to hook you then.
And you hooked me. It worked.
So I was trying to hook you back then.
But now I think like our favorite memory about dating.
Yes.
I think it goes to today. Like I just love eating together. Like,
Yeah.
I used to go because we used to go do us a little buffet. Remember we used
Yep.
to hit the little
Yep.
Ryan's.
Yep.
And it was cool. It was cool just
Back in
being
the
able to
day.
sit back, eat, and have
And
a
talk,
conversation
and
and
have a
talk.
good
And I think that was the fun
Yeah.
part about dating you
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Was being able to sit down, eat, have a conversation.
Was
and
I
just sit
too
back and talk.
serious for you back then, Daddy?
Um,
Or did I enlighten you in any way? How
You were
did you
just
feel
more
about our
mature.
conversations?
You were
Okay.
just a little bit more mature than I was
Okay.
back then. So
Okay,
our
I'll take that.
our conversations were more about what's next.
What's next?
That's what our
Yes,
conversations
because
were
that's
about.
what I like to push.
It wasn't about petty shit. Like
No.
our conversations
No.
was real. I'm like,
It wasn't gossip.
I was like, Mom.
It was real insightful.
I was like, ma'am, I'm only 24. I am not thinking about what the hell I want to be when I'm 40.
And
I'm
I
not
used to
thinking
tell
about that.
you, that don't matter. Put your plan in place and let's work it.
All right, here's
Okay,
my favorite
okay.
question right here.
Tell it, Daddy. Come on with it.
What was the moment that you knew you were in love with me?
Oh my God. The moment that I knew that I was in love with you. Oh, that's a hard one. I think it's a hard one for me, Daddy, because as time went on, I grew to love you more.
You
I
sound
will
like
say-
David Perdue.
No, wait. You ain't let me get my speech out.
Okay, come on.
I will say that so many of the characteristics that you had in the beginning were good, but we had some really, really rough times. So I didn't know, if everything would kind of plan out the way that it has. I think for me, I love you more now, or more in love with you now, as we've grown older together and gotten more comfortable with each other. I probably couldn't have really said that in the beginning of our relationship. I think the way I think about you now is like, that's
Ask me that same question.
my man.
Ask me that
And-
same question.
Okay, I'll ask you that same question, Daddy. What was the moment that you knew you were in love with me?
The moment you kicked me out
Yes.
and that feeling I had when I wasn't around you.
Okay.
And we were married.
Yeah, we were married, but you was
We-
fucking up.
We was married. No,
was
I'm
fucked
just
up.
saying. I
And you
just
had to
go
be
back and
kicked out.
say.
Sometimes you had to kick ninjas out. Excuse me. And show them that
This
you
is
ain't
my
playing.
question. Why is you-
No, I'm just saying that's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to let them know. Listen here, I be a 10 over here. I be good people.
All right, come
okay?
on, next
So if
question.
you wants to do me wrong, you got to go. You got to
Come
show
on,
'em.
next question.
Okay. My They don't get mad. Okay. When was the last time you laughed? Do you remember what it was about?
Yes,
We laugh all the time.
Every Wednesday when we here. Hell, we was laughing about something the other day when we was
We be
watching
crying.
TV. What was we watching the other day? It was something you had me rolling, and I was like, "Oh, that's a good one." You was like,
We
"Nah,
be
you gonna steal
crying.
that and put that on your show or
We
something."
be crying.
But that's
Oh no! You know what we had said? They were saying that, hey Kim, they were saying that 45 had been locked up in the house, like he wasn't coming
like
out.
he wasn't leaving.
And I said he's scared to leave because he think they're gonna lock the door behind him, and his key ain't gonna work when he get back.
He said he come back to the White House. His key ain't gonna be working.
That's why he won't leave. He's scared.
But that was the
He's
last time we
scared to
laughed.
leave.
But
Yeah,
that's a good
but we
question
laugh
because
all
we
the
laugh
time.
all the time because I
We
think
laugh all the
we love
time.
to make light of stuff.
Yeah.
But no, that's a good one. That was a good one. All right, here you go. Number
Okay,
5.
okay.
Number 5. This is my question to you. What was
Okay.
your favorite memory from our wedding and why?
I think my favorite memory from our wedding was the fact that we got married, that we put a lot into it. You know, a lot of times
Come on,
you be
come on, David
planning.
Perdue.
No, I'm just saying, a lot of times you be planning a wedding. I'm engaged, I'm planning a wedding. I think my favorite memory is that it was done.
Yeah.
I mean, that we did it. That we, we pinched Peter to pay
put,
Paul.
Yeah, you put together a marriage on a budget,
For
and even
what
to this day, 24
Right,
years later, I
right.
still don't know how the hell we paid for that
I don't
wedding.
know how we paid for it. But we figured it out. That was a testament of our love. We wanted a wedding. I mean, we didn't think it was going to be the over the top type of wedding, but we wanted something special. And I worked my ass off to try to figure out how to pay for it. And the fact that we did it and it was done, Daddy, we didn't have to cancel anything. We had our little
Yep.
place. That was very special to me. The fact that we got through it.
One of my favorite memories, I got two favorite memories.
Tell
One
me.
is Abner rushing you through Hartsfield Jackson
In my wedding
International.
dress,
And it was just
yeah.
Hartsfield back then.
Right.
In that damn wheelchair because we
Right.
was running late to the wedding. That was classic, definitely memorable.
Okay, okay.
And when you got on that damn plane and you saw that Caucasian sister drinking some Merlot, you're going to look over there talking about, yes, let
Give
me
me a
get a
glass of
Merlot.
Merlot.
That Merlot sat in the same spot
think I
for that
sipped it
entire
twice.
4-hour
Yes,
flight. It
yes.
did not move at all.
Okay, I got one for you, Daddy, because you don't. This
Come on,
doesn't
come
happen
on.
to you easily. What scares you the most in life? Has it changed at all since you were a child? What are you most scared of, Daddy?
So, it used to be death.
Hey, Nikki.
It used to be death. I used to be scared of dying. Yeah,
but,
I really
but can
did.
you elaborate on that a little bit, Daddy?
Yeah.
Why you felt that you was, because you've told me this. I know this. Why you were afraid of dying, because you were doing some things that you just wasn't good for you.
Yes, I didn't want the pastor to have to lie at my funeral and say, "Oh, he was a good man," blah blah
Right.
blah, knowing when I was a shit.
Right.
So back then I was really really afraid of dying.
And you used to tell me that.
I think now
Mm-hmm.
for me, one of my biggest fears is not going after what I want.
Right.
I think I've gotten to a place now to
only
where
get
if I
one
set my
life.
mind on
Right.
something, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
I might not even know the how.
Yeah.
But I will
Yep.
figure out a way. So that's the thing for me. And one thing I always, and this is real, like one thing
Okay.
I always think about, you talk about fear, is I think about y'all. Like
Yeah.
I think about you and Malik. I don't put too much pressure on myself thinking about y'all because
Yeah.
I know it's out of my hands.
And it's inevitable.
But there's
Right.
always that thing in the back of the mind, like what if?
Something
you know what I'm
happened
saying?
to us.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that's one of my biggest fears. I will be honest. Losing someone that you love. I mean, I've not really gone through the same type of loss that you've gone through. I mean, I've lost my grandparents, but I haven't had that immediate loss, like a sister, a brother, my mother, So or losing you, or losing Malik, or losing Nikki,
Yeah.
Even though we're not as close as I would have wanted us to be, losing her would still be hard for me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is one of my biggest fears. Not that I told Malik yesterday, he and I had a very good conversation.
And y'all had a conversation without me too.
Yes, because you couldn't jump on. But my son and I had a very good conversation. And I said something to him about, when we leave, you're going to be good.
So
And
question
he was
number.
like, you're never leaving. And I said, we will eventually.
Question for you.
Yes.
What's one positive change that our marriage has had on you? What's up, Angel?
I think one of the positive changes that our marriage has had on me is to accept that everything cannot be perfect and will not be perfect, because I am a perfectionist. And if you are a perfectionist, you know that we stress and worry a lot because we want everything to be perfect. So having our kids and having you as a husband has kind of brought me a little bit more closer to reality, when it has helped me be able to accept when things are not always going my way.
There you go. Come on, next question. Let's go.
Ooh, I answered that one like a champ. Okay. What do you want people to remember about you after you're gone?
Oh, that's a good one. What do I want people to remember after me? I think it goes back to what I said the last time. Like, Michael is going to do what he sets out to do. I want people to know, especially you and Malik, especially our kids. I want
Okay.
them to know that it's okay to chase whatever it is that you're chasing
Right.
after.
Hey,
And then on top of that, not only chase it, but you gotta go hard for it. You gotta
Yeah.
go super consistent
Yeah.
for it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And don't give up. And I think that's me. I think one thing that you will see about me as I continue to write each chapter in my book
So
of life,
optimistic.
like, I am going to go after it
Yeah.
regardless. And
Yeah.
I think that's what people will know about me. I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna always be here.
Yeah, you're very optimistic, Dad, and you do. When you say you want to do something, you generally do it. You know, you try to figure out a way and you break it down, but you generally do it. Okay, what's
I
my
got one
question?
for you.
Bring it on.
You missed this one.
Let me see.
When was the last time I made you feel great about yourself? And then the second part to it is, how can I do that more often?
Oh my God, that's gonna make me kind of tear up, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because, Daddy, every day you tell me how beautiful I am. Every day you tell me how much you love me. And you reiterate that like every day over and over again. And I think that is so amazing. It's like you never want me to forget how you feel about me, how I make you feel. Now, you will Jones some of my nightgowns, you know, and you'll
shit
say,
is not
Tasha,
going to
but they be so
Mexico.
comfortable. They be so comfortable. They might look like grandma, but they be so comfortable. But every day, Daddy, you are always encouraging me. You're always telling me how beautiful I am. You're always telling me how smart I am. And you're always telling me how much you love me. And I think
Aw.
that, to me, that breathes life into me.
There you go.
Every day when I'm not feeling my best. Work is really stressful right now. Just trying to maintain life. COVID has been stressful. I mean, we haven't seen our son in person in a year.
Mm-hmm.
So the things that you tell me, I mean, I don't think you could do that even anymore. That's just how you show how much you care.
Great
By
job.
making sure that you're always giving me positive feedback and affirmations.
There you
And I
go.
think that is amazing.
Next question.
About you. Okay. So, what do you see our lives looking like in 5 years from now, Daddy?
5 years from now, that'll put
We'll
me at
be-
55. It'll put me at the nifty.
And I'll be 57.
And you'll be 57.
Yep.
You know what? I don't think a lot is going to change. I think we will continue to travel more.
Thank you, Daddy.
I think we will continue to eat out more. I think. What?
We can't get fat though, Daddy.
No, we can't get fat. We're not. That's something that
That's
we're not
not
going to
good
do.
for us.
But I think we're going to continue to do this journey. I think 5 years from now, we're going to have, definitely with our investment properties that we're looking to start doing,
Right.
being able to have our getaways at our
COVID has
lake
slowed
house.
us down a little bit. Yep. Yep.
Our beach house,
Yeah.
and of course our condo in Hawaii.
Daddy been
but
wanting that.
in the
That's
next
on our
5
list.
years, in the next 5 years, I think I see us doing the same thing. Continuing to stay healthy
Yes.
and just
And creative and trying to keep
creative,
our mind
yep,
strong.
yep. And looking out for our family too, making sure that we
we
continue
have to take
look
care
out
of
for
our
our family too. So
That is big for us. I mean, that's big for us because you're only as good or as wealthy as the people around you that you love. So one of the things that Michael and I are really striving for is to be able to help our family. To be able to help them get to another level, to be able to take care of them and be there for them when they need us. That to us is very important. That's kind of on our list. When they call us, we want to be able to be there when they need us. Okay, Daddy, you next.
what do you consider your biggest challenge in your life thus far, and how do you or will you overcome it? Your biggest challenge right now.
I think my biggest challenge right now in life is just not worrying about the future so much, and living each day by day. Living in the present. Let me say that. I am always thinking about, okay, when we retire, I want us to be here. I want us to be healthy.
Yeah.
I want my husband to be healthy. I want him to be happy. I want Malik to have a wonderful marriage, some beautiful kids. So I think, just trying to stay present in the here and now and being grateful and appreciative for this, and stop trying to predict or be so much in
Right.
the future and making sure everything in the future is going
Great
to be
answer.
everything that I want it to be and not worrying about it. I worry about that all the time, what the future looks like for my family.
Your turn.
Okay. So for me, Daddy, this is big for you. What's your favorite vacation of ones that we have taken?
Oh,
We got some good ones
we
coming
got some
up.
good ones. Nah, we've
We've
had some
had some great ones.
I think that last Norwegian cruise that we did when it
Oh,
was just you and
yeah.
I, that
Yeah.
was super duper cool and relaxing. Gotta
Yes.
definitely say Hawaii. Hawaii
Yeah.
was freaking amazing.
Amazing.
The only thing about Hawaii is I ain't getting no coochie in Hawaii.
'Cause we had our
but
son
it
with
was
us.
all good.
Hey, Kendra.
That was an awesome,
that was-
awesome vacation. And even going back to some of our earlier vacations,
With the
like
kids.
going down to Destin or taking them to, you know what? I'll take you back to Gatlinburg. Like when we used to hit Gatlinburg.
we loved it.
And we used to hit that little restaurant with the you used to
With the
always go get that
lobster.
damn steak and lobster tails, and we took the kids to
Yes.
that hotel with the indoor
Yes.
pool. Like those were some very good memories. But if I
Yes.
just had to pinpoint one of them, like it was, I think Hawaii has been the best.
Yes. And I mean, I think that for us, I mean, we like to get away. Hey, RJ. Hey, Terrell. We like to get away. So that's one of the things that makes us happy. I think that we connect a lot when we get away. It could be just a good weekend away, and we feel refreshed and connected when we're away together. I think that's just big for us. I know I'm going to see us do more of that. Give me a question, Daddy. Throw it out.
All right, here we
If
go.
y'all just joined us, this segment is about good questions. We found some questions that you want to ask your spouse or your significant other, and they are great questions.
All right, here go one.
Give me one.
Do you have any dreams or things that you want to accomplish that you put on the back burner, and how can I help bring them to life?
I have put dreams on the back burner. And I will tell you this, most women that are parents and that are married, a lot of times we do kind of put our dreams on the back burner. And we do that not really knowingly, but knowing that God put us in place to kind of center and take care of the family. We are what we call a helpmeet. So if it means making sure that our husband, making sure that our kids, that we are guiding everybody in the right direction, that's what we do. So we kind of forget about what we want to do and how we want to, how we want to be for ourselves. And for me, it's decorating. I love to decorate. And I do know that I could have been a singer.
Oh, there she go.
A singer.
All right, come on, keep it moving, cutie pie.
But what you played last week, Stephanie Mills? When I think of home. Michael played that because my grandma used to tell me that's what I sound like. Okay, so here is another question. If you could have lived in another time period, which would you choose and why?
Another time period.
Yes.
I think I could have been like.
Hey, Cole. What you could have been, Daddy? You
No, I'm
couldn't have
trying-
been back in that day because you would have been an awful slave. You would have been in a house because you're mixed. Because you're
I
40%.
would have been an awesome slave.
You're 40% European. You would have been in the house.
Master, I saw Cole.
I wouldn't have made
saw
it.
Cole,
Cole
and
said
them
the 70s.
going by
He
the
would have
fence.
loved to be in. He would have loved to be in the 70s. And
I
that's probably
lived the 70s though.
no,
so.
no, being grown in the 70s.
Oh, being
Woodstock,
grown
all
in the
weed
70s. Oh, yeah.
and
That's
all that good stuff.
Definitely in the 70s. That's a great call, Cole. Yeah, definitely in the 70s as an adult. Okay, I
Yeah.
see what you're saying.
Yeah, you would've been a
as
house
an
slave. You
adult
too
in
cute.
as an adult in the 70s, that would have been fire. Because I
Yeah.
know my mama and Helen and them,
They
used
was
to be
partying.
out partying.
Bell bottoms, afros.
Ain't
yes.
nobody wearing no seatbelts. Like, hey, we was just
Everybody was
all
smoking
out.
cigarettes.
Yes,
Like-
smoking them Salems. Oh yeah, that's what it
I'm
was.
sorry, Terrell. Terrell, talking about Todd, you doing it again.
Yes,
yeah, RJ
exactly.
said yes, grown in the 70s. Okay.
All right, here's my question.
Okay, give
Thank
me
you,
one,
Terrell.
Daddy.
Appreciate that.
Give me one, baby.
When was the last time you cried, and do you remember what it was about?
I think the last time I cried, we was probably in the car, and it just kind of touched me that Malik was gone. And it might have, I think it was his birthday. I
You
was
just
saying
did it the other
something.
day.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It was on his birthday, Daddy. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me get it out. Let me get it out, Bobby. On Malik's birthday, I think I cried a little bit. And I cried a little bit on Malik's birthday is because we've never not been with him on his birthday. I mean, him being gone for a year has really been tough. Because even when Malik was at Auburn and in college, and even when he was in basic training, and even when he was in boot camp, I knew that would come to an end and I would see him after 2 months. And when he was in basic training, we could go down there all the time and see him. And when he was in Auburn, oh my God, you took me down there every weekend. But not being with him on his 23rd birthday and just thinking about him and thinking about it in the car, it made me cry.
Aww.
So that was the last time I cried.
Okay,
Just
it was a
thinking
great
about
question.
my
I mean,
son
great answer.
and how much I miss him and how much I can't wait till he come home. And leading into that question, Daddy, here's my next question for you. What characteristics make a great parent that you think?
In my opinion,
Yes.
You I always say this. You gotta let your kids be who they're gonna be.
Yeah.
You gotta let
You
them.
have always said
You gotta
that.
let them be who they're gonna be. You can't figure their life out for them.
Right.
You gotta let them live their life.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
one of the biggest things. You teach your kids to be respectful. You teach them about discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Respecting, your elder, just respecting people, period. I don't care how old you are.
Yeah.
Respect is a big thing, but at the end of the day, you just gotta let your kids figure it out and be who they're gonna
And be a free spirit.
That's it.
You're a free thinker. And how do you think we've done with Malik?
Oh, we've done an amazing job.
Yeah.
I think for all of our kids, I think we've done a great job. At the end of the day, kids make their own decisions,
Right.
and it's not a reflection on who we are as parents. Especially if you know or if you feel like you've done the right thing.
If you've done all you can.
We've made mistakes as parents.
We have.
All of us
We
have.
have.
And we've did our best to right our wrongs.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when that child leaves that house, I always use the analogy when you shoot a bow and arrow,
Right.
you can aim it as close
Straight
as
as
you
you
want
want
to
it, yeah.
to the target, but as soon as you let it go, there's stuff that happens in the world that can change the trajectory of that arrow, and
big
it's the same
word.
thing
That's
with
sexy,
kids.
Dad. That was a big word.
Trying to give me something nice.
Yeah, that
Shout
was a big
it.
word, cute. I likes that. I likes that.
What,
Okay.
What do you consider
Mm-hmm.
my greatest attributes, and what about my greatest weaknesses?
I think your greatest attributes, Daddy, again, would be your ability to be so creative. You're optimistic, and people love you. I mean, people love you. People tend to gravitate towards you. You also have, and I wish I had more of, this amazing ability to forgive. And move past things.
That's a
You've
good point.
always been able. I'm talking about even if people did you wrong, Daddy. I'm talking about like wrong, like me wanting to whoop somebody's ass wrong. You find a way to just move past it. You do not let it bother you. I don't know how you're able to just let things roll off your shoulder like that, but you draw people in. So to me, that's one of you're very relatable. You're
Aw.
very optimistic. And you're positive. Now, on the flip side of that, you can be an ass sometimes.
Who, me?
You. When you feel like you know what you know, you're going to make that known, but you're going to try to do it in the nicest way possible. Me, I don't do that in a nice way. When I know my shit, you going to know I know my shit because I'm going to tell you, I know what I'm talking about. I'm more educated in my pinky than you are in your whole body. I'll tell a Karen that in a minute, baby.
You be showing off.
Go to my thanks for giving me for the forehead joke. It's so silly.
I'm still holding it
I loved him
against
on the
you.
show the other day.
Yeah, shout
I
out to
loved
Cole
him.
Parker, man. Happy belated
Okay.
birthday.
Yes, Cole. Okay, here's another one for me. Gosh,
right.
that is 7:30.
We got 2 minutes.
Here's one for me. If you could spend 24 hours doing anything in the world together, what would it be?
Eating.
For me and you, 24 hours for
Yes.
eating?
Yes, because I think
Oh,
not.
Lord.
What I say, can I explain?
You can
my-
explain it, Dad. We
Tasha.
eat good.
Tasha, we have some of the greatest conversations when it's just you and I,
At
and
dinner.
we're sitting down eating.
And we love some. Did you tell them about little Allie, baby?
Yeah, I
and
think
you
we
said
talked about
yes.
it.
I'll take 2 of those.
Oh,
I'll
Don't
take.
put me out
I'll
there.
take 2 of those old fashions. Yes, give me your top shelf.
I did not say top shelf.
Yeah, well,
I
no,
just
it was a special.
I just asked what the special was, and the dude was like, "The special today is the what is it called?
The old fashioned.
The old fashioned."
And he told you what kind of liquor was in it.
And I was like, "All right, cool. I got one, and then got
It
another."
was very good. Got another.
And then I said, I
two
looked at the
drinks.
bill. Hold on. I looked at the bill. I was like, he ain't charged me for the old fashioned. And then Tasha looked at the bill and was like,
me being the CFO, Ninja, yes, he did. Them 2 drinks was $54.
$54.
$54 for 2 drinks.
What the hell?
I said, I hope you loved them, baby.
That was the last time.
Because he had got us for them $54 for
Boy.
2 drinks, baby.
Who
Boy.
the hell spent $54 for
Hey,
2 drinks?
that boosted up. So
All right, you
that's
got one
good.
more question.
Okay.
What? What you doing that
No,
for?
I'm just trying to see which one I want. I mean, we've got one more.
All right, I got one for you.
Okay, come on.
I got
This
one
is-
more.
this-
You got one more.
Okay, come on, Dad.
My last one for you is:
Yes, RJ.
Is there anything that you wish was different about how you were raised?
Yes. And this might make me cry. So, the way that I was raised, and I will be, and we talked about this. You and I was having a conversation about this. So people don't know, my mother is amazing, has always been amazing. Evelyn retired from Delta, but she has always struggled with bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
And so that has been a testament later in my years when dealing with my mother. I had an amazing relationship with her until now we're at a point where all we really can do is take care of her. But she had a lot of different relationships. I wish I could have had a close relationship with my biological father.
Oh, yeah.
That to me has always been a kind of empty spot. I've always gotten over it because Joe, my older brother, his dad, Poppy Joe, has always treated me like, just great.
Mm-hmm.
And so did Nasa dad. And so my baby sister and older brother both had a great relationship with their father, or had a relationship with their father. And I, being the middle child, I did not. So that's the one thing that if I could change about the way that I was raised.
That was awesome.
I wish Evelyn would have let me get to know my biological father.
That's awesome. Good job.
Yes. I got one for you. One more for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Let me see what RJ said. Yes. I would change how I was raised. My mom is bipolar as well. Yep. She's better now. Mine too, RJ, but we can't get her to take the medicine, baby. She fights us every day on that one. Okay. If you could go back to when we first started dating, what advice would you give yourself? Ooh, that's a good one. If you could go
easy.
back to when we was first dating, what advice would you give yourself?
That's super duper easy.
Tell me what
Be
it is.
honest.
Yes.
Just be honest. Like,
Oh my
just-
God, Daddy, that's amazing.
Yeah, just be honest. I think we talked about this before.
Yep.
You start dating people, you send your representative in, and you're not honest about who you are as a person because
Right.
you want that person to accept. You don't know if they will accept your flaws
For who you are.
So you
Yep.
like them so much that you will hide them from
I get
that
that.
person
I get that.
in order to get in and to get the panties.
Yes.
But I think early on in our relationship, like I should have been more honest with you and upfront with you about, who I was and my past and, my family. Like
'cause you just
I
gave
should have
me-
let you know.
You had dangled that, baby. You had gave me tidbits of that.
Hey, Trish
I
had
would
a
find
hair,
out stuff
Trish
every
had a
time.
hair salon though.
Yeah, in that middle room. Yeah, you would give me little tidbits of that. Oh,
We
I
had
don't
a
get
salon.
high.
We had a
I
salon
don't-
in Grantville.
Ooh,
Don't do
baby.
that.
Yeah, you did.
That was Sean and
Yeah.
Corey and them getting high. That wasn't me.
Yeah, that ain't my weed. Oh, you was lying something in the beginning, baby. But we got past all that, and I
Hey,
love
shout
you,
out
Daddy.
to King Malik McFadden. He's checking in with us. What up, Malik? He said hello
Hey,
to my beautiful
handsome.
family. I love y'all.
Oh my God, you just missed it. I was just talking about I was crying
There she
thinking
go.
about your birthday. And I
Yes.
didn't tell Malik this because I know how he be feeling. But on your birthday, I cried because of how much I missed you.
Okay. We've already said that.
Okay. So, Daddy, this is it. This
No, I like
was
that. That was pretty
amazing,
good.
Y'all.
I really
Again,
love those questions.
We had some great questions.
And we did not rehearse this either, y'all.
No,
we did not rehearse
freestyled.
this.
We freestyled.
Yes,
this.
we did.
But love y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening. We have a
Thank you,
24th
sir.
wedding anniversary coming up next week. Next Tuesday on the 17th is our 24th wedding anniversary. So, of course, we'll have a show that Wednesday, and we'll talk about that.
Yes. Hey, one more time. Thank you, Malik. Malik said Happy
Yay.
Veterans Day to all the vets out there. And shout out to the
Yes.
25th Infantry Division.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love you,
Hooah.
Alexander. Keep up the good work. So proud of you, son.
Hey, we'll
Mwah.
holler at y'all next
Thank you,
week.
RJ. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. We love y'all.
And we'll see y'all. You said we're doing the show next week?
Yes.
Who said we was doing the show next week?
We doing a show next
All
week.
right, we'll see y'all next week.
All right. Peace and love. Bye, everybody.